yesterday. A bad luck's always coming my way.
Well, I honestly didn't think that I was going to make it, but I did make it here just in time for the last half hour of the Poe Museum here in Richmond, Virginia. Now I have to apologize. This is a busy street and it is high traffic time. It is rush hour here in this Virginia town of Richmond. Now come inside and let's take a look at the Poe Museum.
She was a middle-class girl. She was in over her head. She thought she could stand up in the deep end. He had a bulletproof smile. He had money to burn. She thought she had the moon in her pocket, but now she's dead. She's so dead, forever dead, and love is mine.
This is the memorial building of personal items of Edgar Allan Poe himself. For instance, this Edgar Allan Poe's clothing. We have his boot hooks, a pair of Poe's socks. I'm guessing that's his vest, but it doesn't really say anything about his vest here. Here's his personal, that's his walking stick. Next to a ladle from his home. Maria Clem's clothing. A picture from the Exchange Hotel. It's a portrait of Edgar Allan Poe without his mustache, which, if I remember correctly, is very rare. Very rare thing to see. Here's the first printing of the Telltale Heart. More first editions of Poe books and poems. Statue. Minus an arm. First edition of The Raven and Other Poems. The Man That Was Used Up. Guessing that's one of his short stories. First printing of Melanchthota. And here's an autographed manuscript of Francis Osgood. Now I am really butchering the titles of his works. Now, I do not claim to be any kind of Edgar Allan Poe aficionado. I love pretty much his mainstream stuff. I love the horror history of Poe, but I do not know all of his titles, sadly. Maybe I should. Candelabras, under which Poe wrote The Bells. Actor's Monument to Poe. And a lot of the stonework is absolutely beautiful. Poe's Trunk. Key to Poe's Trunk. First edition of Eureka, 1848. First authorized printing of Annabel Lee. Right there, it starts down there in the corner. You probably can't see it because of the lighting in here. But right down there in the right-hand corner is where Annabel Lee starts. December of 1849 is whenever Annabel Lee's first authorized printing happened in Philadelphia. Did not know that. I don't know if you're going to see that. There's the lock of Poe's hair itself. kept away from the light. Straight back there. Right in the center of the screen. I don't know if you can see that. Another picture of Poe overlooking his hair. Hair. Poe. Poe. Hair. Poe hair. Hair Poe. Trying not to fall over here. This looks like it's some sort of art gallery. I wouldn't mind having that painting hanging in the living room of our house. Or that one. There's more artwork. By who? I don't know. I'm guessing these are prints from some sort of book. The Brief Career of James Carling. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. So all in all, there's like 5 different buildings here with different exhibits. There's so much more than what I was able to show, and probably I shouldn't have showed you any of it. They'd probably yell at me. But there is so much more here to see than what you have seen during this video, so make sure you get out to Richmond, Virginia and check this place out. It's pretty amazing.
She thought she could stand up in the deep end. He had a bulletproof smile. He had money to burn. She thought she had the moon in her pocket.